Hey guys, this training is brought to you by Fidelis Performance and Nutrition, and in today's training, we're going to show you how you can lose up to 40 pounds in just 16 weeks eating chocolate and drinking wine. And not just that, but any of your favorite foods for that matter. And you might be wondering, how the heck is this even possible? But we've been able to replicate this time after time after time with hundreds of people, and in today's training, we're gonna show you how you can do it too. So sit back, strap up, it's gonna be an amazing training. This training is for you if you have tried several diets in the past but haven't been able to achieve sustainable weight loss. This is in large part because most diets take a restrictive approach, and that is a recipe for failure. You lose weight after a set period of time, and once you come off the diet, you gain the weight back, if not more. Over time, this wears on a person mentally. You start to lose belief in yourself as you begin to deny the idea that you can lose the weight and keep it off for good. That can be quite a frustrating thing, and we've seen it happen time and time again. But that doesn't have to be you. That's not where you need to be, and that's not what your fitness journey should look like. This is for you if you're exhausted with not feeling or looking your best and want to take back full control of your life, body, and health. Have an honest assessment with yourself. If you don't like or agree with the person looking back at you in the mirror, then it's absolutely time for a change, and you must find a strategy that will allow you to blossom into the person that you want to be, the best and strongest version of yourself. This is for you if you are stuck in the same ineffective exercise routine and don't know how to progress. It is a very frustrating thing when you're in the gym or hitting the pavement, putting so much time into trying to make yourself stronger and healthier, yet the results, if any, simply don't match the effort that you're putting out. And that's definitely not where you want to be at. This is for you if you are struggling to try and understand the endless amount of information out there to see what actually works for you. There's an overwhelming amount of conflicting information out there, and it can be very hard to know for sure what works for your body and health specifically. But I'm going to be walking you guys through this in this short training video. So you might be asking, who is Fidelis Performance and Nutrition? They are Ade and Abba Mubarak, the owners, along with JP Jennings III, the client success coach. We each have our own skill set and level of expertise, but we are all playing from the same sheet of music, and we all have the same values, ethics, and we all follow the same strategy and principles to get you guys to sustainable results. We are fat loss and mindset experts. Fat loss, meaning that we can get you to your goal and get you there fast. But there is another component to your journey that we key on, and that is mindset. I'm sure you have heard the phrase, once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. We believe that in order to reach your goal and sustain the results, you have to be the champion of your own mind. And that is the approach we take with everyone that we work with by instilling that belief that it can and it will be done. We encourage them to take control and take action and continue taking it because it's that belief in yourself that will enable you to carry on even when you don't feel like it. That mental toughness will allow you to always strive to reach new heights and sustain the results. We have a combined 33 years of experience in the fitness industry, which is quite a bit, but this is what we want. We want to be able to provide a vast pool of expert knowledge and experience to show you and teach you all how to get your results and sustain them for life. We follow evidence-based coaching, as I mentioned previously. We don't follow diet fads that preach restriction. We follow the science and what works 100% of the time, and we've coached hundreds of women all over the world. So we've got a lot of experience working with a lot of different people, a lot of different bodies and different starting points, and that has given us the insight to know with absolute certainty what's going to work for you specifically today, tomorrow, 3 years from now, for life. I've lost weight before, but it felt miserable. It was too hard, so I couldn't stick to it. I get it. Fully, more than you actually know. I've spoken to thousands of people all over the world who have dealt with the same thing, where you start a program right out of the gate and the methods were too intense, so you end up failing shortly after starting it, right? I'm eating clean, but I cannot seem to sustain the results. You might have been on a diet that was strict on clean eating, so you force yourself to not eat that piece of cake or drink that glass of wine. You stay really on it for a few days, maybe even a couple of weeks, but eventually you can't keep fighting the cravings and you end up indulging, putting you right back where you started. Or you might be doing a program that has unrealistic nutrition and exercise plans that are not structured around your lifestyle, family, work included, and not sustainable long term. If you think about it, we all have different lives and different things that compete with our time. We all are different ages with different capabilities and limitations, whether that's limitations on health, time, etc. So why would we all have the same diets, or why would we have the same workout programs? It doesn't make sense, nor should it be forced. All these things have to be considered because that is how you create sustainable results. So why is Fidelis Performance and Nutrition Formula the best way to get results and sustain them long term? Throughout this training, you will hear me talk about sustainability quite a bit because it is our mission to help you guys get the results and keep them for good. So, by learning the principles to our approach, you will never have to worry about restricting yourself from the foods that you love. So that glass of wine with the girls can be a thing, or that birthday cake or pizza. It will never be an issue. You will never have to worry about which training or nutrition plan to follow because you are going to know how to manipulate your nutrition specifically for your needs and your goals, and you are going to understand what drives results for you, so that you are able to maximize your time and effort in your workouts. You will never have to stress out or have anxiety about going to social events. One of the worst things you can do when it comes to dieting is start missing out on events with family, friends, and loved ones because what you're doing is you're sacrificing opportunities to make wonderful memories with your loved ones that you will never get back. For some abs, and that's ridiculous. You will never have to pay for another fad program or hire another trainer or coach again. We teach you everything that you need to know about nutrition and exercise so that you know how to apply this to your life in order to sustain the results for life. Right off the bat, the hard or wrong way to do this is by starving yourself. I've seen it where you're strict on your diet and then the weekend hits and you binge. You wake up the next morning feeling extremely guilty, and the immediate response is to drastically decrease your caloric intake to try and compensate. You might eat a salad or two the whole day. This cycle of thinking will never yield results, let alone sustainable results. The wrong way is doing a ton of cardio. I've had thousands of interactions with people who believe that in order to lose weight, you have to do fasted cardio or run 3 to 5 miles every other day or get on the Stairmaster and go until your legs are about ready to fall off, and none of that is true at all. The wrong way is spending time doing unnecessary workouts. It is insane the amount of people who believe that you have to be in the gym 5 or 6 days a week just to get the results you want, and that simply is not true whatsoever. The wrong way is avoiding social events. You do not have to avoid events just because you're on a diet once you understand how nutrition works for you. You can enjoy all of the wonderful foods that you love, all the while still getting your results with proper planning and execution. The wrong way is restricting bad food, wine, chocolate, cake, pizza, burgers, etc. You flat out don't need to take these things out of your diet. You can incorporate them into your nutrition and still get amazing results. The wrong way is not understanding the core principles of fat loss, calories in, and calories out. It's not a difficult concept to grasp, and as we get further into the training, I'm going to go over this more for you. The wrong way is the constant frustration with the vast amount of information. Like I mentioned earlier in the training, there is no shortage of misinformation out there. You don't want to have that overwhelming feeling where you're constantly questioning what the right way is for you. You want a method or a strategy that simply works for you without having to second guess it. We've cracked the code for you guys. I did say this earlier in the training that we have been able to replicate the same results for many, many people who have lost 30 plus pounds in just 4 months. I wanted to show you just a handful of clients that we've been able to do this with. So here we have Hannah.